Welcome to Vinality, where you win your personality. This is the part 2 video of how to improve your communication skills. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, kindly do watch it. Link is in the description. Yeah, directly let's dive deep into the topic, okay? So what is point number 4? Point number 4 is like whenever you're listening to a person, always nod your head, It's like you do it, yes, okay, awesome, alright, amazing. Always nod your head. If something really serious, do like, oh, alright, okay, then yeah, do these type of nods. When you do these type of nods, the person feels like, oh, you're listening to them, you're trying to interact the conversation. And majority of the people, what happens is they're not able to communicate for a large time. They like speak for 2 or 3 minutes and they run out of topics, so they're not able to convey anything. Okay, it's like they say hi, hello, what are you doing, something happened, something new, and that's it. But they're not able to speak anything. So this is the mastermind trick. This trick was more than enough for your communication. If you empower this trick, it's more than enough. So what is this trick? Okay, it's like always ask clarifying questions. I'll give an example for this clarifying questions. Okay, what are the clarifying questions? See this example for a better understanding. See, what happened was I went to my friend's house, okay, one day. So like he was saying a story about like what happened in his house. The gas started leaking. Okay, a little bit part of a kitchen was on fire. So yeah, I asked him like, oh, then what happened? He's like, no, I only put it off. Like then I was like, oh, it took so much of courage to do that, right, and stuff. Like yeah, it took courage and all, but yeah. Then I was like, oh, was it difficult or something like that? Did you feel scared? He was like, no, it wasn't. It was slightly difficult, but I was not scared and stuff. I kept on asking these type of clarifying questions, like what are these clarifying questions? Ask like what, when, how. Or use this to your advantages. What, when, and how. So like when he said this thing happened, I'm like, what, when did it happen? Okay, there's that, and you keep asking on. That's how you'll increase the size of your communication. Okay, there's a rule in this communication skill. Always let the other person speak first, but you'll be like, no, Pratik, what I have learned is always I should speak first and then I should allow the other person speak. No, I'll be like, no, bro, you're actually wrong. You know why? Because see, when you allow the other person speak first, what will happen is like he'll start being more open when he speaks. So when he's more open, what will happen? He's gonna trust you, man. So when he starts trusting you, he'll be like, he'll have a belief on you that you won't do anything wrong to him, and he'll start respecting you. He'll be like, okay, I respect him because he's listening to me and stuff. So when you keep listening to him, he'll give you an opportunity to speak. He'll be like, anyways, you say, bro, what are you doing, how is it going and stuff. And at that time you can speak through the end. Speak how much you want, but don't interrupt him when he's speaking. Just ask clarifying questions, as I said you. Yeah, when you do that, he'll listen to you more focusedly. Like before he used to listen only 10% of your talk, but now he'll listen 100% of your talk because you respected him by listening to him. Now his turn is to respect you, so he's gonna respect you. See, when you're speaking to someone, you don't directly focus on him and speaking. You're either looking at the TV, you're looking at your shoes, you're looking at your watch and speaking to him. You're scrolling to your this thing PC and checking him out or speaking to him. These are the different types of problems you have. Right now we are having special kind of problem. This digital distraction is a special distraction. We look at our phone and speak to him, and due to that everything goes in vain. See, imagine you're speaking to somebody about really important stuff. What do you do is like 15, imagine you're speaking for 15 minutes. See, hardly 1 or 2 minutes, okay, you won't look at the phone, but somehow in a long amount of duration of time, you'll somehow look at the phone, and like once you look at the phone, you get some message or something, like you'll get totally distracted, you'll go out of the topic. I imagine in a meeting and suddenly you receive a call and you don't silent your phone. What happens is like you pick up the call, even if you speak for 30 seconds or 1 minute, the entire group is disturbed, and they're not able to focus on what they're speaking again. So like always command your this thing communication. Command your communication. Like when you're speaking to someone really important stuff, go in front of them, silent your phone and say them to silent your phone. That's how you command your communication. When you do that, you'll think, okay, this person is worth valuable. And if they don't do it, if a person is taking wantedly calls again and again, or if a person is like not sensitive, or if a person is a very big person and he has to make calls, you just can't say wait for a few minutes. You can't be impolite like, no, our communication is important, a very important meeting is going on. You can't just pick up a call. You should like rather than that, so take your own time. I can wait for 5 to 6 minutes. First you complete your call, then we can continue. When you do that, right, the respect in his eyes for you will increase. He'll think you're a sophisticated person and you know the knowledge what he doesn't know, and you might really help him in that. To know that knowledge, and he'll be like, he'll think that you're a valuable person, and if he's making unwanted calls, he'll feel guilty of himself. Oh, why did I do that? He's such an important person and he's in those stuff. You're getting very relevant. See, this is why, okay, friends, a very simple point, but very effective point. Yeah. Coming to point number 6, the last point, never take things personally. It's just an incident, nothing more than an incident. So why do you have to take things personally? I'll give an example for it. Imagine you're the student people leader or a student captain, for an entire school and you have some important occasion and you have to go early and that day by mistake, due to some traffic jam or something, I had some other work, you became late, okay, but the entire school and everybody's pointing at you and saying, bro, you are late, you teach us about discipline and stuff, you being ahead and you yourself are coming late, you should not take things personally, you should not reply to him rudely that, hey, you know what, who are you to say me? I'm your captain, you should listen to me in these type of stuff. You never do that, I should not speak to him rudely like I had traffic jam, what is your problem and stuff. I should not just ignore him and walk away, Because if you do that, it means that you're taking things personally, man, and that is totally wrong. If you take the things personally, you'll never be a good communicator, a good effective leader. So never take things personally. See, you can change any negative incident into positive incident just by doing these three steps. First, accepting your mistake. Second, saying why did the mistake happen. And third thing is that why wouldn't this mistake happen? By giving him the assurance that you wouldn't do this mistake again. And if possible, why wouldn't you do this mistake again? Yeah. Let's summarize whatever as we come to the end, let's summarize whatever we have learned in this video. Coming with point number 1, always nod your head, whenever you're listening to the person. That means you're interacting in the conversation. If you want to gain his trust, you should always do that. And like if you want to increase the size of your conversation, always ask him clarifying questions like this: what, when, and how will be your life saviors. If you can't handle a conversation, just do this stuff, and amazing results will be seen in your life. Remove all the distractions you have. Like you have to command your own communication. And coming to the last point, don't take things personally, man. Things just happen. These are just incidents. You should not take everything personally. If you do that, you won't be a good leader or effective communicator. And the last thing to change anything from negative to positive is, first step is accept your mistake. Even if it is your mistake, just you have to accept it. And second thing is, say why did this mistake happen. Give him a reason. And the third thing is, give him an assurance that why wouldn't this mistake happen again. Just by doing these three steps, your life will be totally different. And yeah, see, if you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, the link is on the screen right now. Do watch it or click it on the description and watch it. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you.